Welcome to season 3 of Real Teachers of Atlanta. Once again, we're back. On to the right of me, we have
Joya,
Nikki,
Ty,
and I am Mr. Coleman, and we're going to talk about today the benefits of teaching. Haha. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
We got the queens in the house, y'all. Real teachers of Atlanta. We got the queens in the house, y'all.
You did that T.I.
So, what do y'all feel that what the benefits of teaching?
The pay.
The pay?
I'm trying to get the straight. I wasn't ready. Pay is
you
great.
were so confident.
Is it just the pay, or would it be the joy of working with our today's children?
Both.
Wow. The parents and community.
Parents and community?
Parents, community. Okay.
Hey, what's Tyweezy? What you got?
Administration.
Administration?
Oh, yes.
You know what the benefit for me is every kid that I come across and I see them later on and they're doing well in life.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a great benefit
positive
for me.
Okay.
And then it also adds like a big kudos for me when they say, Mr. Coleman, if I have never known you, I don't know where I would be.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd be like, oh,
That's positive.
yeah.
I
I
like
like that.
Yeah.
I got negative to say, but I'm not going to say that.
All right, let's get to it. All right, let's go and get into it.
Okay.
And y'all be for real. What are the benefits of teaching? Start with the positive.
That was it.
Your students returning to me. I get a lot of students that, you know, I correspond with on social media, and they'll say, oh, you know, you helped me through my time in middle school, or, you know,
one video.
you helped me through my time in middle school, and, you know, you just helped me to really mature as a young adult. I do appreciate those moments.
Yes.
Although I'm sarcastic a lot of times. That I do appreciate.
That was, I mean, to me, that was rewarding for me.
Yes.
It was, to see kids to come out and just
Be
do well, you know, because you help them through certain situations. I used to love it, you know, because sometimes I'd be looking forward to it. Well, I'm going to work.
yes.
I'm trying to teach us math.
Okay.
Listen to their problem.
Right. I agree with that. I enjoy seeing my kids come back. You know, like some of my first kids are graduating last year, this year, and you get to see them. You're watching them grow up, especially when you teach middle school. I like that part. I love when they reach out, you know, and say thanks, or you just see them about in the community. I'm good with all of that. I do feel like when you're a teacher, you're a little bit of a local celebrity. So it's kind of like when you go places, the kids are like, oh, it's Miss Rhodes, oh, it's Miss, you know?
That's what they be
like,
doing when they see you.
Girl.
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing.
See, but I mean, it can be because they loud, but that's, to me, those are like intrinsic rewards. Those are not benefits.
Okay.
So I need, like, benefits to me.
But let's stay on the positive.
Okay.
Let's stay on the positive.
I'm sorry.
So
What benefit?
yeah, so we get to help children to mature and matriculate through school. We inspire them. You know, we help them through all of their trials and tribulations. Okay, what else is positive?
Summer vacation.
Okay.
As long as you don't work summer school, summer vacation.
Oh, Rose took mine.
Oh, dang.
And you don't work a lot.
Huh?
It's always days off.
I don't know about that part.
Well, it is.
We do get a lot of days
It's
off.
days off.
He said, but you
work
know,
a
you
lot.
said you don't work a lot.
I mean, you still supposed to be on your computer doing something, but I mean, for me, when they tell me break,
I mean, but you
I really mean it's
discipline.
break, and I'm gonna put that computer down by the desk. It's gonna stay
I
right there at the
learned
school.
that I did learn that.
Yeah, it's
Coleman
break.
used to have me leaving that laptop up.
No, I'm not taking that laptop home. It's gonna stay right there at the school. That's
Yes.
y'all property. It's not my property.
Yeah.
You're right.
So it's break. So if you say break, let's go.
Because parents do count the weekends as a business day for whatever reason. When they're
'Cause,
trying to contact you, they feel like you're supposed to just
She said
respond.
we're supposed
right
to stay
away.
positive.
Well,
we
yeah,
we gotta highlight the good and the bad.
You're right.
I mean, but you still gotta respond to the parents though, because the parents already they feel that you're never off from what you're doing, from your craft or whatever. They just feel that you're never off. So when they call, they want to know what's going on with their child.
Yes.
And sometimes I appreciate that because you know, at least you care enough to know what's going on with your child or whatever, try to get it straightened out.
Right.
But
And they're, like y'all said before, just being able to be a part of those students' lives as they move forward throughout life. because some kids don't have a role model.
Right.
We are that role model. Some kids don't have that person that they can come to, go at home and talk to, because some kids really have some messed up situations.
Yeah.
Boy.
So, even though it does be hard at times to hear some of those horror stories from our students about their home life, for me, I feel good that I'm able to talk to them and be that person that they can trust and kind of motivate them to do something positive.
Because, at that age, I think all students need somebody that they can trust,
Yes.
that they can talk to. Because at that young age, they really feel like they're going through a lot. They're dealing with a lot. Yeah. So they need somebody, to try to vent that out to, to try to get, just get some answers on life, to figure out what's going on. Because they figure that, you're the older person, so you might know how to deal with a certain situation that you might already been through already that they're going through.
Yes.
So to me, I loved it because I just, I taught the majority of the class, but most of the time, the last 10 minutes, I just kind of let the kids, just relax a little bit, get ready for the next class, whatever, get their mind, prepped up for the next class. And then a lot of times they're coming to me and they're talking about different stuff. And I just sit right there and listen.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, and sometimes I won't even say nothing, because sometimes I can tell when a student just wants you to listen, because you'll try to say something, and they like still talking and rambling on, and I just get like this, and I'd be like nodding my head, like, so I'm listening to you, but at times they want answers. If they want answers, they will come ask you, what you think about this? What's your opinion on this? So it was an enjoyable moment for me when I was teaching. It's probably one of the biggest things that I miss,
Same.
But I'm still in contact with my kids even to the day. We still talk.
I am as well.
We still talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just think that we're talking about these things, but none of those things pay any bills. And I think that we talk about teaching and the benefits to teaching and why is teaching good and why you should do it. The automatic response, you can put it in one bucket, which is the whole you teach for the outcome, not for the income phrase, which I loathe. But I feel like all the things we just described were all non-monetary intrinsic benefits. They were not things that you can't retire on. Oh, I loved my students so much and I was supportive of them. Like, yes, that's wonderful, and I'm not discrediting any of that, because I agree. But I feel like if we're realistic about it, there's not a lot of benefits, like financially, or even like health-wise, like for your physical person, that where the teacher is the only one who benefits. I feel like there's not a lot of benefits to being an educator. Educator is a necessary profession. It is a noble profession, but oftentimes we've seen noble professions are underpaid, overworked, and overlooked.
But at the end of the day, you already know that before you decide this is the career that I want to take. You already know that teachers. Who doesn't know that teachers are underpaid?
But when I went into teaching, that was not what I understood.
You thought teachers made a lot of money?
I thought I would make a sustainable amount. I honestly didn't know, because I hadn't been a teacher before, right? Especially like if I was younger, I definitely would have never thought about it. I went into teaching. I didn't realize it was like it was until I got into it, which I have found a lot of people feel like that, especially people just come out of college.
I got a question. I'm going to ask all three of y'all this question. What was your first yearly income when you first started teaching?
Mine was, are we including substitute teaching?
Nah, just when you actually started.
When I actually started. Mine was maybe 45.
45. How about
45.
you? 45. How about you?
No, I can't even remember, but I don't think it was
low.
45.
Mine was 41.
Yeah.
When I
Like it
started
was
out.
around there, like y'all got a raise.
And you know, one day I was sitting in the classroom one day because the kids were so bad one day, and I was so frustrated. I just sat there and just looked at it, and I kept saying to myself, 41. He ain't worth this shit right here.
That's the starting average. 40,000 it used to be the starting average.
Yeah, it to me it wasn't worth it.
45 wasn't worth it.
41 worth it.
41 is low.
Because I'm sitting there thinking about
That's
wait,
what
wait.
what's in my
that's what-
refrigerator.
That's what
Ain't
your
hardly nothing in
bachelor's
there.
degree.
Hold on. You said 41, but when did you start teaching?
Oh, I'm old now. Okay.
No. The only point I'm making is we started teaching
17 years ago when I started.
And we started teaching 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
So,
and y'all was at 45.
Later, we are only talking about a $4,000 difference. That's what I'm getting at.
So a $4,000 difference, but still, even when you think about it, was it still even worth it?
No,
because that's what I'm saying.
Taxes.
No.
So to me, the pay to me is not a benefit.
No, it's not.
It's just something to get you to come in there and teach these kids, and we'll give you just enough to make you think you're doing something.
I don't think that's what it is. I look at how they pitch teaching. So when I look this up and I'm like, okay, what are the benefits of teaching? They turn the stupidest, worst stuff into like these beautiful little things. You get vacation time. You're gonna only have to work for 7 hours a day. No, the contract is 7 hours. You expect 12.
But did it make you bite?
No, I didn't look it up until this week when we was gonna talk about it. When I signed up to teach, I was like, I did what all the other teachers do.
I'm gonna tell you what made me bite.
Teacher can be great.
Other options. I'm being
facetious, but I get
right.
you.
Right. I'm being very provocative in what I'm saying. That teachers, they typically work 2 and 3 other jobs, and now you have some teachers that are doing OnlyFans to supplement their income.
I am mad
They got their OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans is paying for some people. Now I don't have an OnlyFans, and I don't think any of you will.
See, you'd have made some money stripping though.
Hey, I told you. They said on the internet.
You think I could?
Yeah.
Man, you put them peanut butter on them toes.
She got a dancer.
Yeah, you done.
I got
the toes.
No, I got the toes. Joy got to go ahead and do that stripper work. Cause she can dance, so she can ride down that pole.
But I think every teacher.
I'ma just be
most
the promoter.
Had a hustle on the side though. I think
Every teacher,
most teachers that I knew had a hustle on the side.
Yeah. But why?
And teachers
To
are
accommodate the
tired
money
of
doing,
that.
but they enjoy what they're doing because they like working with the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But
And going back to our original point, they like the motivation that they're giving the students. They like the fact that the students can come to them, that they're making a difference in the world. But are we really making a difference in the world where you have, just to say it, a classroom full of .9 kids that have a behavioral problem on top of them having the .9 issue? You don't have enough resources. There's not another teacher to help you in the classroom. There's not a benefit. So that's why a lot of teachers are leaving the profession.
I think that's a good point. That's the part they don't tell you. So on paper, what I feel like what gets presented is the pretty picture. How I equate it to wearing glasses.
Okay.
How when you can't see, like I wear glasses for real in real life, like I'm a -5 or something like that. Okay, so I can't see.
Girl, you blind.
But girl, need these leaning, okay? But you can't see it, so everything is fine. You're just I'm trusting everything. It's all beautiful. The red over there, that's a rose. It must be. Then you get to it. You know what I'm saying?
You giving an example?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see what's going on.
When you put the glasses on, you see the reality is what I'm saying. When the picture becomes clear, now I'm seeing, because what you said was there was support, there was nice pay, these benefits are wonderful. I'm gonna get off at 4:30 every day. I'm gonna have a good parking spot. I'm gonna be teacher of the year. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, they sold you a dream.
Correct. And then you get up close, you like,
this ain't it.
This ain't.
But you're already waist deep in it by that time.
But it has changed. I really think it has changed. I don't think teachers are leaving. Well, maybe. Are leaving for the students. Maybe they are. But I do think a great deal of why teachers are leaving because the responsibilities. Like we have a lot of responsibilities as a teacher. And every year things change. The loads get heavier. So, that's a con.
I like that you brought that up. And my challenge with that is, well, I won't say my challenge is I agree. I have yet to meet a teacher who has left because of student behavior. I know teachers who have left because of parents, lack of admin support, certain situations, things like that, like just within schools. Teachers that have issues with student behavior, the ones that I have known, have only switched schools. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't leave,
or they get gifted certified,
right? Or
they go to a private school,
correct?
Or charter
stuff
school.
like that.
Yeah.
So they don't leave the profession. Behavior is something they will just
find.
find.
Public school.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But I was looking at for another topic when we were talking about what we're going to kind of look at discussing, and I was just kind of reading around, and a lot of in my opinion, I'm going to say it's a challenge, is from the top down, like just federal government, local government, state government, things like that have all these decisions, and their decision makers have not ever been in classrooms. So I don't think that the people above teachers really pay attention to the load that we are being asked to carry, and they're just like, do one more thing, and no one cares about it, and then the parents expect it, and then we're burnt out.
Is there one more thing? You know, like I said, if you already know that teachers don't make a lot of money, so a lot of teachers are, for the most part, not to say that we're educators, we don't supposed to make no money, and I think that we should. I think definitely what we do is warranted for a six-figure position.
I agree.
But I said that to say all that. We know that's not what it is. So we know that we're not going to make a whole lot of money coming into education. So a lot of people do have their backup system for as finances. So they are coming for the fields of being with their kid and motivating those children. But at the same time, we coming in because of the hard work. But we get all these other things loaded on us to do this and do that, and that just kills it. That kills the drive of wanting to be there to give that hard work because you're doing all this paperwork.
Because you start thinking about what the balance. I don't feel like there is none.
I think that initially every person and I know I joke about the whole, my entry into teaching, but really when you think about it, you want to make an impact on the growing minds of the youth. That is your purpose. That's what you go in for. But it becomes I call it the light of the teacher kind of dims.
Yes.
And you're literally having an instructor that is a zombie in front of children, where they're just robots. They're just working. Most of them are running off of no sleep, coffee in the morning, which is terrible, but that's another situation. It's a conversation.
Y'all gonna lay out my coffee now.
Well, coffee's not bad, but
I like my coffee every day.
Teachers can't use the restroom for the most part when they want to. So you end up.
I go.
Well, I do too. I'm speaking in general, because we're a different set of teachers, but I'm just saying for those that are new coming in, they don't want to, ask admin, can you watch my class? They don't want to kind of rock the boat. So the idea of teaching, just like it is for a physician, they want to save the lives of people. They want to impart knowledge upon people so that they can live until they're 100 years old or cure whatever disease, and they're paid appropriately
for what they're doing.
They are not paid based off of the love that they give their patients. That's great, but where's my money?
Hey, you know what? In order to be a doctor, guess what you had to do? Go through a teacher.
You had to go through a teacher.
And I just feel like
to inspire someone.
I think we are, I know doctors have to do a lot of schooling and a lot of work, but they don't, not all doctors have empathy. Like, every teacher has, they should.
You have to have a lovel of empathy and sympathy and patience.
We can talk about them other teachers, the ones that be making the news.
There is not a teacher, there is not a teacher that ever comes in wanting to, for the most part, or to make the news. Of course, you have some that may have relationships with students. Those are outliers. But when you have teachers that are on TV and the student says, oh, well, they're picking on my child, or they're abusing my child. Well, we have to see what led up to
and
that.
They slapped your child.
Okay, well, you said what I was thinking. Okay.
Well,
Well, they didn't wake up that morning saying that they wanted to do it. Is it right? No.
Eye for an eye.
Okay. Biblical.
Right. Spread a rod, spoil the child.
That one.
At the house, though.
Yeah.
But the house?
You can't do that.
Well, it need to be done at the house before they come to school then.
Yeah.
That's true.
I from the old school teaching, and the old school teaching teaches you how you raise your children at home will show up how they act outside.
Oh, that's still a fact.
So, like I tell my students, you can't be popping off at the mouth. Y'all do the popping off at the mouth at the school with the teachers, because y'all know that y'all got some support from the admin. But if you go outside there to that street and do that pop off, somebody gonna slap you down. But I know this ain't that episode, so but I'm just saying.
We can put that in another one. Don't worry about it. We'll be back. Yes, I agree.
Put the church finger up.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, you know what? We still have to recognize the benefits of, for those that love it, that enjoy teaching these children, more power to them. My prayers go out to them.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it worth it? Would you go back? Okay, what would be your conditions to go back?
Ain't no condition for me to go back. I'm done. I'm just old. And I think
you're not old.
You're still
I'm not saying as old as me physically I still feel young. What I'm saying is that for teaching in the classroom for a while now, I just got old to it. It's like it got to the point to where my passion went away. I became more of an enemy to admin than trying to comply with what they wanted.
Because them telling you you're a superhero wasn't enough. Because that's what you are.
That.
You're a superhero.
It got to the point where I didn't give a damn what they thought, and I talked to the kids any kind of way. I mean, that was just me. I didn't care. I cussed them, dirty jokes. I don't care. But to me, hey, y'all can hate me all you want to, but the thing with me, I gained more rapport with those kids than the other average teacher did. And the scores were higher.
And the behavior was low.
Yep.
Because when I went the professional route and I tried to do that for a long time, I was getting shit. Nothing. No results. Come in one day, y'all sit the fuck down. What y'all doing?
And they sat down, didn't they?
They sat down, boy,
and, they had no
and
problem.
ready to go. And after a while, we got in the, out there in the park or whatever, doing recess or whatever. Oh boy, they want to come in. They want to get to know me now. They want to talk to you.
Because you got real.
Yeah, and I think that's what
they want you real. Admin don't want you real.
I think most of these school systems still living in a fairy tale system, thinking that these kids are coming in already put together. And it's easy for us to teach them like they need to be taught. But it's not like that anymore. It just ain't. Yeah. You got to give them kids exceptionally more than what they give you. You got to go beyond. If they go crazy, you go crazier. If they go crazier, then you become the craziest. You got to.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
That's
out
true.
the gate.
But that's another episode. Let's get back to benefits.
Benefits of teaching. What else?
So do you think it's worth it?
What
Teaching, is it worth it?
I know.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
Well,
this is a question I wonder about. What about the health insurance?
Ain't that? Never mind.
Health insurance.
I feel like
to me.
It is. I feel like you was
know
doing better going to the clinic.
I don't know if it's every job, but
I heard the teachers going to the hospital and sitting there 10 hours.
Yeah,
so that they can. Never mind. I ain't gonna tell the secret.
that's every job.
Let me be quiet.
I mean,
That's every job?
I don't know about the 10 hours, but no. What I'm saying is, did they go to the emergency room?
Well, see, I don't know, because I remember when we did the insurance packet in teaching, you had this, I forgot the name of it, but you had this one section of insurance where it was just, minimum pay, and then you had this other section of insurance that, was it PPO or something that's like that?
Yeah,
something like that. But you paid more money.
Oh.
I just got, this is the first 2 years I ever had insurance.
Damn.
No, I had other insurance. What I'm saying. So, to me, it's high.
It is high.
It is very high.
So,
And is it worth it?
No.
Have you had to ever use it?
Yes.
Well, you have to go to the doctor in your network.
I've used my
Doctor in your network.
Yeah, so if you have
the one that they have in the book that you have to
right,
go to?
and see, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So
I lost my doctor because I could, I had to switch insurance. So I lost my
crazy.
doctor I had been going to for quite some time. I really enjoyed her.
What they say is crazy work.
Yes.
See, I cut my insurance off. I said, damn it, I just take a risk. I fall out, y'all just carry me out. Too much money, man.
The only benefit that was good for me was the vision. The vision and the dental was inexpensive, so what I did was I used that as my secondary, and I went to got on my husband's because it didn't make sense. And what I did was I put the people in my house that needed vision, they got vision.
Oh, okay.
So they had two. So that's how we get our and put y'all on game. You got two. You get your vision and your dental, That's it from yours, and your vision and your dental from your spouse for everybody.
Oh.
And then if you wear contacts and glasses like I do, then you use one insurance to get the glasses and the other one to get the contacts. And that's how you save the money, because vision and dental is cheaper than everything else. So I'm paying $6 a week. Or a month, a month basically, so $2-3.
For dental.
And then like another $6 for vision. So it's really inexpensive in comparison to glasses $250.
Let me drop something on you.
That's too much.
I was paying $11 a month for dental one time. I said, shit, let me go and get my little teeth cleaned up, man. Get a little white and everything. You know, when I had pretty teeth back then. I went and got my teeth cleaned up, man. I go to the front desk, they told me $400.
No, she didn't.
I say $400. I say, ma'am, I got insurance, ma'am. You need to get in that computer and look that shit up right now, because I got insurance.
What?
She said, yes, sir. She said, but this is your copay or something like that?
Yeah, it's
$400
copay, yeah.
for a copay? I ain't
$400.
paid for a cleaning yet.
So I sat there and said to myself, well, hell, man, what the hell I got insurance for then? I'm not going to just pay for the damn teeth. Well, the teeth cleaner was $700 and something. $700 something. Y'all just put a damn thing in my mouth and just did some shit in my mouth, and that was it. So
That was what?
$700
Nah,
something.
you must have been out of network.
You know, I went back. You know, I got on the phone. I left there. Y'all need to cut this shit off. This over. We're not doing this.
No, I have yet to pay for a cleaning, like your regular routine
That is crazy.
stuff. I don't pay. We don't have a copay. I'm just saying, when I was doing my teacher stuff, that's how I did it. I didn't have copay or anything, and I did that for the kids and for myself and my husband.
I had the cheap one, so it made me what it was.
Oh, you went to the cheap.
I had the one that didn't say PPO on it or whatever that is.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
That's all right.
I just used to be in there clicking buttons, so don't ask me. I just know I made sure. I said medical, no. Dental, yes. Vision, yes. And everybody needed it. And that's how I've done it. But that medical, I had that joint one time.
Yes, no.
Man, please. Wasn't worth it. And my check was so little, I said, can't barely pay no bills with this.
I got a medicine cabinet at my home.
Let me ask you about this one benefit. If teachers came together,
I need to do that.
do you think that a change would be made?
They did. Atlanta, APS did. A lot of teachers were leaving.
See, that was on my mind. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah, and the behavior in certain areas is so bad that a lot of teachers were leaving. Admin wasn't supporting.
Nope.
And now they have a teacher raise. So it took for teachers to leave for you to find money out of, because we already talked about where they had the money, right?
The money was there.
For them
the
to
money
pull it
right
out the sky. The money's always been
With a backpack on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now they're giving it to the teachers because now there's so many teachers that are leaving.
I just want to know why superintendents, their 6-figure check is not, it don't have no 1 in the front, and it don't got a 2 in the front.
And you ain't dealing with students.
And they ain't doing nothing, and ain't had no teaching degree. Why do you need this much money
Because
to sit there?
teachers as a whole, well, that's another situation.
Yeah.
We have to make enough noise together
That's the
for
point I'm trying to
something
make.
to change.
If they can come together.
That's all it takes.
You said, we talked about this once before in a different, like loosely, and you said they're scared. People are scared to go, or we talked about how they are scared to go against admin, scared to make too much noise. The admin will get in trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm grown. I don't get in trouble.
They're gonna be scared if you know you can come home, them lights be off one day.
Right. I mean,
And you can't eat.
That's rightfully so. I mean, I get it.
Nobody don't want to suffer like that, you know.
get
So
it.
they just ride the roller coaster ride.
Is it worth it though? Is it worth it? Is it worth?
It got to the
dealing
point.
with that?
It got to the point for me where I just said I don't even give a fuck no more.
Now, what does that look like typically in your classroom, a day in the life? What does that look like?
It was.
I would love it.
No, seriously, I would come in. Now I was serious. I was still serious about teaching the kids,
Right.
And I did the best that I could to my ability to teach it the math how it need to be taught. But when them kids going there cutting up and starting all that rah-rah, I was right there with them. I was ready. I tell them, we ain't doing this bullshit today. It's not going to happen today. But for some reason, when I started not giving a fuck, all of a sudden they learning. I'm like, what the hell? I like, what's going on here?
Let me tell y'all a story about COVID.
They coming in quiet, ready. They quiet, they ready. They like sitting up in their desk, ready to learn.
Now that's true. I would come in Coleman's class, and they would be just the class would be so quiet.
Let me tell y'all about COVID.
That's the truth.
The year when we all had to be in the room for COVID.
This is COVID.
COVID. So I don't know how we got to. You didn't want to teach. He said, "Screw this virtual stuff. You want to teach it virtual? Fine. Put him in the classroom." Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, he went to.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. Them kids used to come to the door, okay?
That.
And we was like, all right, fine. All the kids don't learn the same. It was just so funny to me. They would come to the door. His kids that wanted to sit down, talk to me, didn't want to be on a laptop. The way the kids used to line up. Now, they couldn't behave for nothing else. But if they were getting to switch these classrooms and go to the teacher they wanted to go to, baby, them kids, I ain't never seen that many kids. I'd have had 40 kids in the room. They were sitting on the floor doing the work, doing whatever we doing on a laptop. I done had kids roaming websites, playing on their phone, and his virtual kids are in my classroom. And then, so we switched, and they want to be in the classroom. I said, all right, if y'all want to go to Mr. Coleman, y'all better act quiet. When I say you wouldn't even know them kids was walking down the hall, but so anybody else, they was acting up. And then one time I said, let me go down here and see what Coleman doing.
But you know what?
The kids was rocking, but it was so good. And he was teaching. It was great.
But I love the kids. I really did. The kids wasn't the problem.
It was so many kids.
Admin burnt me the fuck out. Because of years of teaching, when I figured out that support was
gone. Support was at the extent.
When I finally saw that,
Not Beirut.
boy, hang here, I don't give a damn what it is. It was gone. I came to work one day and I had my mind made up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck no more. They can fire me for all I care. I'm finna just do this classroom just how I want to do it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Because
when I saw that I wasn't getting no support no more because and it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
But I think I was the only one probably out of the group that kind of like acted out, because of what was going on, because I just didn't care no more. I didn't care. I stopped caring.
Yeah.
And because these kids are already coming in grown already.
Yeah. Cause you was dealing with some stuff.
Ooh.
Man, I don't know how you was doing it, but
I did it. It wasn't nothing to it.
So.
It wasn't nothing to it. But.
All that to say, so you wouldn't go back. Do you think that everything you know now, so if you could make the decision to go to teach again, like to start over, knowing what you know now, would you still become a teacher? You have all the options you want. I'm just saying, would you do it?
Well, mine is a little bit different because I'm teaching to supplement. Okay, how can I answer this? Don't do it.
Don't answer.
Okay.
Oh, you lost, boy.
Don't do it.
It's a lose. Go ahead and say it, Joy. Get it out.
Listen, this is.
Okay, let me put it like this.
Okay.
If I could start over, I wouldn't start at a public school.
Okay.
Like if
caveat, got it.
If I had to teach, I would not start at a public school.
You don't have to teach.
At all?
If you don't have to teach, would you do it? Is this a profession you would go into again? Knowing what you know. Everything out in the open.
And then in a alternate universe, then the acting and entertainment stuff worked out like as I wanted it to.
I feel like we already know where this is going, but
okay, so just go on the time.
Okay. Your turn.
You in that damn universe.
The alternate universe.
The other, we doing the Avengers right now.
We need to just go and wrap this up.
This is your wrap up. Would you go knowing what you know?
About the benefits.
That's what we had. We did. So I'm saying, would you? We did. No, this is your wrap up.
What's the wrap up?
Would you go into knowing everything on the table? Would you do it again?
Yes.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
With the little check and everything.
Absolutely.
That I believe it too.
I do too. I would too.
Girl, please.
I would go back to teaching. If not the pay. Not the pay.
No. Now, if the pay
made sense, I'd be in the classroom yesterday. I almost put in the application for a teacher job. I just couldn't do it when I saw the number. When
it's the pay.
See, I knew I wasn't going to make a lot of money in education, but I didn't know.
Okay.
Now, in my defense, I didn't know what to expect, but I've already had, because this is a second career for me.
Oh. Okay.
So I took a pay cut, a major pay cut, but I wanted to be satisfied on a job, so I did it because it was satisfying.
Gotcha.
But I didn't do my due diligence when it came to research for pay. At that time, I wasn't really, a check was a check. Mm-hmm. So I really wasn't my main focus, and now after further review.
Not the review.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love teaching. I do. I
Really?
love being a teacher. I love the kids. I really do. Like those are probably my most memorable like professional years is teaching. And I feel like I did get the most out of any career. That was like the
That
one
was very
thing.
fulfilling for you.
Yes, it was extremely. However,
That's beautiful.
the lack of support, like Coleman said, that support, boy, that's a real
that support did it for me.
real.
Yeah, I think.
And I could even forgive the pay. I would be willing to go get a little master's degree to make a little more, but I just can't.
Not the little mouth.
And see, that's the thing I have a problem with. You're
right,
It's the us having to, with the amount of things that we have to do, is you need to go and get this other type of degree. No, just pay us. Because clearly the money is there. Just start out the gate and pay us what we want to help.
Hello, I came in with a master's degree.
And you were getting
wait,
40. I did too.
Time out. 41 was with a master's?
With a master's degree.
Well, this is another.
All right, well,
yeah, we gotta go ahead and end with that. 41,000 with a master's.
41,000.
Absolutely. That just proved my point.
I came in with a master's too.
That is crazy.
See,
And
look
where
at
were
them
you at
kids.
with a master's?
So maybe we made less than 45 because that don't sound right.
I might have to look, but I don't think I would have signed that.
Y'all probably was at like 38.
38.
37.
Maybe that's what it was.
That
I
is
don't think it was
a
45.
third
Like
of what I
38.
was making
It was
before
a
I became a
strong
teacher.
38.
I feel
Yeah.
like there is no way.
Y'all making prison money the same money the prison make.
Man,
What you mean?
Let's put it together. All right, come on.
that's another episode of the. Where we going? Where am I? This way. Thank you.
If you're looking for me, you can find me on IG at
Prison
Ty
money.
P. Smith. What?
Sorry.
Prison money.
Let me redo it. Drake, cut that out.
I need to see the
If you're
blueprint.
looking for me, Ty P. Smith, you can find me on IG.
I'm sorry.
Close it out.
Where can we find you, Nikki? Come on.
You can find me on IG and everywhere else at Iam_Nikki D.
Top influencer.
You can find me on IG at Joya Carter,
Rose got the blue chick.
and that's on who?
3,000 followers.
Okay, Coleman.
Actually,
And you can
52
find me
hundred.
on IG _sincerely_Coco_.
That's another episode.
Did y'all get that?
Yep.
Yeah, we
All
did.
right.
Type it out.
What?
Huh?
Coco.
Coco
_sincerely.
_sincerely_Coco_.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Real teachers of Atlanta.
All right, Drake, unmic me.
Bye.
Bye.
That's good.
That's a hot miss.
That's funny.
Oh.